When you think of an after-dinner beverage, and not a mixed drink, and something that is not clear, what kind of beverage do you think of?
I think of...
Please don't say rum.
I think of probably, bourbon maybe? A whiskey of some sort?
Thank God.
Scotch
Thank
maybe?
God. Yes, that's the road I led you down.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have been conversing, deciding what to do this week. I mentioned, I was like, I have several whiskeys that we need to try. We need to get on a few of these at least as the holidays
I don't think
come
we
up.
conversed about it. I think you just said, I got a lot of whiskey.
I did demand
We've
it,
got to
didn't
do
I?
this.
That's very true. So yes, after much forcing on my part, and then Keith not wanting to pick for some reason.
I just acquiesced because I had no reason not to. You threw out a suggestion, and I said, sounds good. Let's go with it.
All right. Well, and we have gone with it, so we have a whiskey for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I am Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, and it's a barrel finished select bourbon.
It's got a lot of words on the label.
A lot of things going on there. Yes. So it's I'm just gonna read this.
Yeah. No. Please
An
do.
innovative approach to twice-barreled bourbon creates the rich and colorful flavor of Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, uniquely matured in separate charred oak barrels. The second barrel deeply toasted before a light charring.
All right. Right after that was going to be tasting notes, so we didn't want to read those.
Yes. That's why I cut it.
Keith, have you ever had this?
I have not.
Surprisingly, he has not.
Yes.
Even though a bottle was brought over to his house for the holidays.
Yes.
And several other people partook because
it made the rounds.
It did make the rounds.
I just haven't been drinking a lot of the hard stuff lately, so I just when you're hosting, there's a lot going on. You gotta stay on top of things, and but I'm glad you guys were able to try it.
Yes. It was kind of based on my suggestion because I had purchased this week ago, something like that, because I had it over at a good friend's house and enjoyed it a lot. Spoiler, I had liked it a lot.
Okay.
But I have not gone through and given it the full tasting room paces as we give it.
Right.
You have not had it, so I'm excited to hear what your experience is with it, see if you pick up on some of the things I did or maybe on other things that I didn't, and maybe you'll hate it. Who knows? But it's a relatively properly priced bourbon. I was trying to figure out exactly what to say there. It's right around $45. Sometimes you can find it for $42, sometimes $46, but right in that range. So I think, like I said, compared to where the bourbon market is going as of late, if you search for certain things that have gotten popular, as soon as they do, the price spikes way up. So I think this is doing. And Woodford in general, most of their stuff is usually in that $30 to $40 range. So it is definitely well off there. But we do have the glasses here. I don't see.
Here we got the New Orleans glasses.
Don't see the bourbon on the table. It's happened again.
It's probably. Oh yes, there. Oh well.
Okay, that bottle was full when we put
was
it
it?
down there.
I thought it was full when I set it down there for him to take. Yeah,
pretty sure that was full.
Okay,
when we put it down there.
Phil enjoys his bourbon.
I mean, I've had some out of that because like I said again, I have had it.
Yeah.
Pretty. All right. Well, full Collins over here. I think we're gonna have to grab that back from him. Let's take that back so that we can actually try some of this fella right here. 45.2% ABV, so just a little over 90 proof. So it's not super hot. It's not one of those single barrel proof bourbon strength yada yada yadas. Actually, I've gotten into a little bit more than I thought I would, because it used to just be like, oh, that's just a heat bomb or whatever. But I think as long as you have a lot of bourbon beforehand and then try that one, you don't notice the heat as much.
That's right. You build up to it.
Yeah, that's exactly. You build up to it a little bit. We are using my Norland whiskey glasses that I was given. I love these glasses. I love the Glencairns as well. Like those are the two go-tos. These are definitely a little more on the pricier side, but they're.
We had to locate. One of them was missing.
We did. My wife had already taken one of these away.
Yes.
But so let's get into it.
Okay.
And let's try some bourbon as well.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go color here?
Could if you want. What do you think?
That's got like a reddish sort of tinge to it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely has.
I would say so.
Brownish red to it there.
A reddish hue.
A reddish hue.
So what do you think? I have my thoughts kind of already done because
they've been in the brain for a while.
They have.
There's like a sweetness to that It's like my first thought was cotton candy, but I don't think that quite does it justice. But there is definitely a sweet.
So when you say cotton
sweet
candy,
kind
you're
of
talking more like vanilla-ish?
Yeah, sweet, like
Okay.
a sweet vanilla kind of going on there. Some nice hot. Yeah, I just get some nice, like I said, on just higher sweet notes. And a little bit of I get the oak. I get that on lower, but it's not overwhelming.
Yeah, there's definitely some oak in the aroma for sure.
It's good though. It's very. I mean, you get the heat. It warms the nostrils.
It warms the nostrils.
But it's
there
not
you go.
like overly so. But yeah, that's good. I like it.
Yeah, I get a little more toward the, like I said, definitely the vanilla and those things. I get that, but it's a little more, I think, caramel popcorn. Like I get like a little more of that, or kettle corn, like where it's a little buttery, but the sweet, like you talked about, and the vanilla and the oak. Yeah, this aroma is literally what sold me on this bourbon. Like I was like, I have not smelled something with that blend of, like I said, sweet without being, kind of cloyingly sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then a little bit of the oak that's in there and everything else. Yeah, this is one I was like, you need to make a scented candle out of this. You need to do something.
That would be a good candle.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a great candle? Like I said,
would.
I think it's, caramel. Like I said, sometimes I get a little maple when I smell it too, like an actual like maple syrup kind of smell too. There's a lot of complexity,
I could
going
see
in
the
there.
maple part in there too. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, now the best part, usually,
Yes.
sometimes second best, is a taste. What you thinking there?
Well, geez, golly.
I know, I kind of did. I was hoping you got that.
It's thinner. It's thin. I don't know why that's the first thing that jumps out at me.
Interesting.
I get more heat actually in the taste than I got in the aroma.
Yeah.
And
that might be because of the viscosity a little bit too. Like maybe
Yeah.
it was a little. I don't want to say too much because I already have certain feelings on it, so I don't want to.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not.
and I know you
I'm not.
like it,
I'm not trying
and-
to hang you out to dry.
No,
either,
it's
you know?
okay. It's not really doing much for me right now. I get more of that sweet. Maybe a little cinnamon comes through. Maybe I'm just not in a bourbon mode right now. I don't know.
Shut your mouth.
I'm
Shut
not
your
sure.
mouth.
I'm not.
Shut it.
I'm not feeling it.
Shut your mouth. No, this one definitely in the taste. You lose out on a lot of the sweet. You don't get as much of the vanilla. It's all about, because it is the double oak. You get a lot more of the oak. There's a little, for me, a little hint of char. There's a little bit of, I said, I definitely get the cinnamon and the spice.
Yep.
And it is a little, other than I think you get something as it kind of comes back forward, like as the wave kind of comes back, like that's where I kind of get the spice and things.
Yeah.
But initially, it almost kind of avoids the first third of your tongue.
Yeah.
I
agree.
totally agree. That's a lot of those things. But I
Yeah.
think there's a nice smoothness to it. I like the amount of heat that I get. I wish a little more of that sweet did come through. That's where
Yeah.
it doesn't push it over into like amazing territory for me.
Right.
And normally I do call out things when it's like that's really disparate from what I got in the aroma to the taste, like whether it's a
Right.
beer or whatever else. But for some reason, this one kind of works for me. I don't know. Like I just love the aroma so much. I think it kind of clouds my judgment.
I do like the aroma more than I like the taste.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like I said, but yeah, I like the finish on it. I like the oaky nature of it because I don't have, some of the other bourbons I have don't really hit that hard into that territory. So then it kind of makes it a little bit different. But yeah, that's why I like this one so much. But I can totally see like what you said, and you can totally be incorrect. No, no, you're right. No, you're 100% correct.
Yeah,
I just don't mind those things, and but I could see where to some people are like, again, if you're getting all that stuff, it'd be nice. It would be nice. I wish a little more of the vanilla and the sweet came through, and that would really make it probably great.
Yeah.
That's what's
and
missing.
I think I do like a little more body in there from a bourbon. I like it to just kind of coat the tongue a little bit more. But yeah, no, there's some good things to it. I definitely like the aroma.
The aroma is just like literally
really
intoxicating.
Good.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Really good.
Yeah, if you just had this around just to like
Like
pour
you
a little
said,
bit and
candle.
to sniff
Perfect.
it. Yeah, candle. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith's had that same glass of bourbon all night. Yeah, he just Sniffs it.
I honestly, like I said, the
lets it
first
waft.
time I had this when I was over at, like I said, my friend's house, like I said, I sat there and I think he even asked me, he was like, are you going to drink that? Like I kept it, because in my head I was like, there's no way the taste is going to be as good as what I'm smelling. And it is, and it isn't. It is less.
Just put a
which
little
is
bit
unfortunate.
on it. It might cling
Yeah.
to the mustache.
Oh, that could be good. Yeah.
Little droplets of Woodford double oaked.
Droplets of bourbon.
Oh, that'd be good
That's
actually. 'Cause
new country song.
I use droplets of bourbon. I use a beard oil. I could enhance it with.
Oh, God.
With this bourbon, and then you get pulled over, and then you're like, "Excuse me, no, I haven't had anything to drink.
I have
It's
not.
all over your face. I can smell. No, it's in my beard.
It's
my
lotion.
beard oil.
It's my
Trust
beard
me.
oil. My
Trust me.
bourbon
Or
beard
it gets
oil.
them to hang from the mirror in the car.
That would be
You
great.
clean
Like I said,
your-
yeah,
you
it seems
wash
like
your car.
it seems like vanilla or new car is always the one people
Yeah.
go with. But yeah, like
you
maple
like
caramel
Woodford?
bourbon would be great.
Yeah, Woodford double oaked.
I
Sure,
would totally
I'll
go
do
for
it.
that. All right. Well, depending on who you agree with, maybe you should go buy this bourbon. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you want to look for a bunch of the other things that we have tasted, tried, sampled over the years, you can always go into the archives at AboutBeverages.com. You can go to our YouTube page and find a lot more of the recent videos. Like I said, we appreciate if you subscribe to us there. That definitely helps out our cause of becoming the beverage tasters of the entire internet. Which is, it's gotten tough. We've been doing this for many, many years now.
We have.
Still have not quite achieved it, but we're still around.
We'll
So
keep going.
We're going to
We'll
keep
keep
going.
trying.
Yeah, we'll keep trying. Eventually, it'll hit. I totally can feel it. But the other thing I am neglecting to mention, which I always forget what they are, they always get jumbled around in my
three
head.
pillars?
The 3 pillars of social
Three
media.
pillars.
There are 3 pillars. You are always at the ready to mention what they are. Give me all 3 of those. Maybe not quite as rapid fire as normal because it was hard to edit the other way.
Oh, okay.
Maybe,
Did I do it real fast?
Maybe, yeah. I did it because it was funny. I did it because it was funny. It was like Tommy Gun style. It was a little too much. Just maybe a little second in between each one. Give me the 3 pillars.
Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram, Twitter.
And it's perfect that you mentioned Twitter because that is definitely the best place to find out whiskeys that we are tasting. I am now using the Distiller app, which has been great. I've been
Yeah, that was
posting
pretty cool.
a lot
I
of
saw
the things.
that pop up. I
Yeah.
was like, what is this? Looks pretty cool.
What is this business?
What is this?
I'm going to have to text him about this. No, like I said, it's been great using that, trying a bunch of things, being able to catalog some stuff that we were trying. So that's been nice. And you can find all those things as well as when we're going live or when I might be streaming something and drinking something or when we're podcasting, which is obviously the best part of the week.
That's right.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.